Hi, I'm Jo Moores and welcome to the Jo Yoga Life Diaries. Here at my podcast, we discuss life yogically, as a parent, as a girlfriend, as a sister, as a friend, and we just talk about the ups and downs of life and how we can live a better, more spiritually aware lifestyle. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher, a children's yoga teacher, a mama, and I'm the founder of the Kundalini Connections online yoga studio. Enjoy the show. Hey, welcome to this episode of the Jo Yoga Life Diaries. Right, it's getting cold here in the UK. The nights are dark, the clocks have gone back, and we are well and truly into winter. And so we're going to talk immune system and keeping your immune system strong to cope with the next few months and all the bugs and sneezes and sniffles that are going around at the moment. First thing, sleep. We've got to have sleep. We've got to be able to have, well, we're all different. I can get away with 6 hours sleep in the summer, but in the winter, I need a good 8.5 minimum. If I can squeeze in 9, it's a joy. What works good for you? The good way to test that is to have a day where you don't need to get up and to note what time you go to sleep and just let yourself wake up naturally. And that's how much sleep you need. So you might be one of those people who can just work fine on 6 hours and you feel great on 6 hours. And if you have any more, you feel a bit groggy. Or you might be somebody like me who needs a lot more. You need to allow your body to have the sleep that it needs naturally. So find out what your sleep time is and work to that. Get that sleep. And also making sure the quality, it's not just being in bed. You want to have a good quality of sleep. So I would advise that you switch off electrics earlier, you dim the lights, you get cozy, you have a warm drink, make sure your bedroom is like a nice temperature, your bed is comfy, your sheets are nice, and everything is good and, is going to help you have a really good night's sleep. You can have a listen to last week's podcast, which is a meditation to drift into deep sleep. So if you are having trouble sleeping or switching off at night, have a listen to that episode because that will help you to drift into a really lovely, peaceful, relaxed sleep. We want a good quality of sleep, not just being in bed watching TV or on the phone. We actually want to be sleeping. And I promise you, your next day will feel so different when you get a decent night's sleep. So that's the first thing to keeping your immune system strong. The next thing is getting fresh air. So I do have an episode very, very early on. I can't remember what number it is, but it was one from last year where I talked about keeping the home healthy. And if you can stand it, have your windows open for about 5 minutes a day, just to let the air flow through. If you can sleep with a window ajar a little bit, that's also good. Personally, I'm advising that, but it's not something I can do. I need to have the room nice and warm and cozy, but to have some fresh air. So either have your windows open for a few minutes every day or try and get outside as much as you can, even if it's just standing in the garden or on a balcony, just to breathe in some fresh air, get some fresh air into your lungs. You probably know we've got a dog this year, so this is my first winter as a dog owner, which is great because it means I've got to get out and got to walk him. So lots of fresh air will really, really help you keep your immune system strong. You want to keep your lungs healthy. You want to get a good amount of daylight into your brain, and you want to get a good amount of fresh oxygen and air into your lungs. When you're outside, do different types of breathing. So breathing in through the nose to clear the nasal passages, breathing in through the mouth, and really fill those lungs up and take some time to get that fresh air. Getting lots of daylight is an important one, especially if, like me, you are a sufferer from seasonal affective disorder, or SAD as it's unfortunately known. I don't wear sunglasses from about mid-October right through to March because I want to get as much daylight into my eyes as possible. And it doesn't really make any difference whether it's a sunny day or not, because even if it's clouded over, It's actually the hours of daylight that we get into our eyes. So the brain starts to shut down and doesn't produce enough serotonin to keep us going and awake and lively and happy. So what happens is that we suffer with this constant feeling of tiredness, of feeling low, of feeling like we just want to be in bed and asleep, because that's what our brain is telling us we should be doing. It thinks that, right, it's nighttime, you need to be calming down and settling down. Well, when you've got a job to do and you've got to go out and teach yoga or clean the house or go and see friends, that's not really conducive to that. Getting as much daylight as you can is really important. Trying to have your eyes open wide and, drinking in that daylight. You can store it in that brain, store it in those brain cells. So even on a day when it's a little bit overcast as well, it's important that you get as much daylight as possible. Have the curtains open, try not to have net curtains or have blinds open, sit near a window. Just try and get as much daylight into your eyes as physically possible. Take vitamin C. Vitamin C and zinc, wonderful for keeping our immune system nice and strong, nice and healthy. And also, of course, upping the fruit and vegetables and things like that. Try and eat seasonal. That will really help you to stay healthy. And then the fourth thing I want to say to you is to move your body as much as you can. The immune system doesn't want to be stagnant. It wants to make sure that the energy is traveling around the body really well, really healthily. And if we get still and if we get too stuck, then the energy is not going to move. And if the energy is not moving, it's not moving all those good nutrients around the body. It's not moving all the good stuff, the good juju around the body. So moving is really important. But also moving is such a great mood lifter as well. Obviously, our mood has a massive effect on our wellness. We want to keep positive and we want to keep happy. And I know it sounds like a little bit woo-woo to think, well, happy people get ill. Yes, of course, happy people get ill. But when your immune system is strong, we can fight off the bugs. Keeping ourselves healthy and happy and whole as a person is about working the entire system. So yes, we have the physical aspects of taking vitamin C, getting as much sleep as possible, eating healthy, but then also the mental aspects of the keeping ourselves happy, keeping uplifted, listen to good music and move the body and dance and be happy and be free. They also will help keep you healthy. They will also help keep your immune system strong. To fight off our winter bugs and to fight off our winter colds, we're going to do these 4 things. We're going to get a good amount of sleep that is good for us personally. Get some fresh air, get outside, get fresh air in your lungs, get as much daylight into your eyes as possible. Number 3, take vitamin C and zinc supplements and up your fruit and vegetables. And then point 4, move your body and enjoy. Keep yourself healthy. Please, could you let me know in the notes or in the comments which of these is going to work for you? Which of these is going to be easy for you to implement? And even if you just take one of them, that's perfect, that's brilliant. And let me know which one it is, and let's support each other by keeping our immune system strong. Let's communicate about this. And also, if you've enjoyed this episode, please do like it, share it please, because that really does help to spread the news and to keep us healthy. And also, it would be lovely if you could leave me a little review, because that also massively helps. Have an amazing week. See you next week. Thank you so much for listening to this episode today. Please feel free to leave a review. That's how we share the love, share the magic. And please feel free to share this episode. If you want any more from me and you want to practice with me, then go to realjoeyoga.com and get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you for listening. With all my love and light, I'll see you next time.